Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shazeb Khalid and my roll number is 1990UTE0155. Today I am here to share some knowledge about the presentation topic which was appointed by our respected site, that is coconut fiber. So the points which I am going to discuss in my presentation is the introduction to textile fiber, then I will discuss about the origin of coconut fiber, then I will discuss about the structure of coconut fiber. So first of all, I would like to talk about the about the introduction to textile fiber. So textile fiber is a material mainly made from natural or synthetic sources. So basically, there are two type of fibers. One is synthetic and other is natural. So the synthetics are man-made and natural are the one which are obtained from the natural sources such as the plants and animals. So the material will be converted into making of textile yarns and fabrics. So further the fibers textile fibers are used for making yarns and fabrics in textile processes. It may be in the form of pliable hair like strands or maybe smallest visible unit of textile production. So it varies in size. At different cotton has different size, wool has different size. So every fiber has different size. So origin of textile fiber. So the coconut fiber. Coconut fiber is a natural fiber which is extracted from outer husk of the coconut. As coconuts have so many layers, though the main component from where the coconut fiber is extracted, it is the outer husk of the coconut and used in the products such as floor mats, door mats, brushes, and etc. So many of the uses there are present from coconut fiber. Then the coconut fiber is a fibrous material found between the hard internal shell and the outer coat of the coconut. So as I have already told you that there are so many layers in this coconut. The hard outer layer and the inner layer, in between them there is a portion from where the coconut fiber is extracted. Coconut fiber is also called as the coir, COIR, coir. Coconut fibers are said to be first mentioned between the 3rd century BC in Ramayana period. Now I would like to talk about the chemical composition and structure of coconut fiber. Chemical composition. Coconut fiber has a unique composition having three main constituents. Major component is cellulose, then lignin, and then hemicellulose. So cellulose is present in about 40 to 50% of Meyer. Then the lignin is present 30 to 40% of Meyer, and the rest is hemicellulose, around about 24 to 25%. Some portion of wax also present there in comprising between the you can say cellulose, lignin, and hemicellulose. Now I would like to talk about the structure of the coconut fiber. Coconut husk is composed of 30% fiber and 70% pith with high lignin and phenolic content. So as I have already told you that the fiber is extracted from the layers between the layers of the coconut. So it is already said in the slides that 30% of fiber is present in coconut. Due to high lignin content, coconut fiber is very elastic, durable, and resistant from rotting. So this is kind of a property due to its high lignin content. So that is all from my side. Further, my presentation mates will continue.
In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. My name is Mir Islam and I am here to give you presentation about the topic coconut fiber. As the previous student have tell you about the contents, introduction to textile, its physical and chemical properties, and I would like to tell you about surface morphology, cross-sectional area and its fiber formation. Let's start our presentation by the topic surface morphology. We have to know about the cross-sectional shape of the cotton. It was concluded that the apical end of the coconut fiber was more circular in cross-sectional shape and the basal end less circular than the middle region. As we know that on the screen showing us that the middle region was consistent in cross-sectional shape over a considerable length. And when we have to talk about the surface morphology, it is a subshell, like 1 to 1.5 meter tall. Its stem is thick and rigid and leaves horizontally placed. Leaves and twigs are sparsely hairy and rarely glabrous. fruit or ball is rounded and that is almost big to 3 to 4 meter. 3 to 4 meter or lobular 3 to 11 to 10 seeds per locus. Seeds have short fuzz and lint. Let's move towards our second slide in which we have to know about the main content of the coconut fiber. The main content of the coconut fiber is cellulose, semicellulose and lignin. The lignin content in coconut fiber is very high. Structural characteristics and chemical composition made tensile strength and modulus of elasticity of coconut very high, and that is comparatively low to the other natural fibers. However, coconut fiber has special advantages such as they have low density, large strain, weather resistant, so that it is good for their functional material. In this slide, the figure is shown in which the internal structure of the coconut fiber is shown. We start the structure by the first point. The first point shows the thin yellow-brown watertight color skin. The second point shows thick fibrous middle layer. The third point is hard inner layer and the stone and crumb. The fifth point is cavity that is filled with coconut milk. The sixth point is embryo. The seventh point is eyes. The three jump pores salt into pits. Our second point is fiber. We know that coconut fiber is not a synthetic fiber. It is a natural fiber. So its fiber formation artificially is not possible. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Sheikh Asad Irfan and my registration number is 19NQTE0158. Today the topic of our presentation is coconut fibers, and the topics which I am going to discuss, points which I am going to discuss are coconut fiber growth stages and physical properties of coconut fibers. Now, what is meant by coconut fiber growth stage? It means that a coconut is grown from a single seed, which is an entire coconut, and it takes 3 to 8 years to bear fruits. Their living time is 60 between 60 and 100 years, and the roots and new branch grows after every month. A single coconut palm can grow up to 100 to 200 coconuts every year. Next is that coconut fiber which is obtained from an unripe, which means an immature coconut. It is a natural fiber obtained from extracted from a husk of the coconut. The coconut is steeped. It is steeped in hot water to remove the fibers. After that, they are removed by the shells. Fiber is removed from the shell by crushing and combing, as the same method in jute fibers. Now, there are 4 main stages of coconut fiber. As you can see, in the first stage, it means that the flowers are grown on the trunk of the coconut and around the palm leaves. After that, nuts and pies forms, and then brown bright green fruits and small and immature fruits starts to fallen down, and these fruits survived and borrowed. They are borrowed in the tree. Leaves will they will continue to grow. Even the immature state, the larger coconut can have up to 1 liters of coconut water inside. Moving to the next stage. In next stage, the green coconuts, it becomes mature and ripen, and it becomes brown, from bright green to brown. At this point, it begins to develop. It becomes a gel-like layer, which is soft but solid consistency. The cans of the coconut milk which you buy from the shops or stores have meat from the second stage of coconut maturity. After that, moving to the third stage. In third stage, while the coconut is still on the palm and tree, it becomes mature, and it becomes larger, and the husk becomes stronger and harder. This is when it means that when the edible usefulness transition. After that, it can be taken out to the shell and dried and eaten in flakes. It can also be dried and converted to coconut oil. The milk within the coconut is not tasteless and is tasteless and plentiful as in earlier stages. It is not like that. Now, last stage, if the coconut is not harvested, if the coconut is never harvested, it means that it becomes fully matured and begins to germinate. The germination of coconut fibers means that when the coconut starts to reduce itself and prepare for budding and to start the cycle over and again, it means that we put the seed again and the whole process starts again. It means after that this ball can be eaten. It can be eaten, and but it is not advisable. It is not advisable to eat. So because the sweet ball inside can also be poisonous. It means that the ball is not advised to eat because it can be poison. Now moving to the next point, which is physical properties of coconut fibers. The first physical property is that when we compare them to the natural fibers, coconut fibers, they have higher lignin and lower cellulose and hemicellulose cellulose, which means they have high microfiber angle they offer various variable properties, and these properties are resilience, strength, damping, resistance of watering, and high elongation at break. Next physical property, moving to the next physical property, which is that the staple length of coconut fibers, it varies from 10 mm to 80 mm, and the cotton is moderately strong fiber. Cotton is moderately a strong fiber whose density is 3.0 to 5.0 gram per density. After that the cotton does not stretch it easily, as its elongation is 5 to 10%. And after that, the next point is cotton is relatively inelastic, as its elongation breaks at 5 to 10%, and it is inelastic rigid fiber, and at 2% extension it has an elastic recovery of 74%, and 5% extension it has a recovery of 45%. Now, the last physical property of coconut fiber is that its density, the density of coconut fiber is 1.54 gram meter per centimeter cube. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sayyid Khizr Mateen. My roll number is 0167 and I am from Textile Weaving. Today the topic we discuss is about the chemical properties of the coconut fiber. The main chemical constituents of the coconut fibers are polysaccharides and lignin. Although a number of minor components such as pectin, inorganic salts, nitrogenous substance, coloring matter, wax, etc. are also found in them. The chemical compositions of the coconut fibers are compared to that of jute. It is a popular rope making allied lignocellulose fiber. The composition of coconut fibers contains slightly higher cellulose than its lignin content, and varying amount of hemicellulose. The total polysaccharides content, 50.9% of the fiber, is substantially higher, containing 32.8%. The glucose as the major constituent, largely derived from the alpha. In the chemical properties of the coconut fiber, there is a gradually loss in strength of coconut fiber when exposed to the sunlight. The degradation of the coconut by the oxidation when heated is promoted and encouraged by the sunlight. The coconut is attacked by the hot dilute solutions or cold concentrated acids, by which it disintegrates. It is not affected by the cold weak acids. The coconut has excellent resistance to alkalis, and it also has an excellent resistance to degradation by heat. It begins to turn yellow after few hours into the 1 centigrade of temperature. Now we discuss about the applications of the coconut fibers. Poplin oils are made by using coconut fiber. The coconut is used in great quantity as a fabric or hot weather wear. The absorbency of cotton make it excellent material for household fabrics such as sheets and towels. Cotton is widely used for making rainwear rainwear fabrics. Cotton can be blended with other fibers such as polyester, rayon to manufacture fabric for different applications. It goes into clothing, undergarments, boots and shoes, carpets, curtains, hats, etc. The absorption of heavy metals by coconut fiber. The applications of coconut fiber for absorption of heavy metals like lead, zinc, catherine, and chromium 10 was studied extensively. It is found that metals ion are absorbed by the xylems and cell wall facing the lacuna across the secondary wall. Investigation also suggests the absorption of the heavy metals like Pb and Zn are positively correlated with pectin of coconut fiber composition. The coconut fiber mate and metathesis. Raw coconut fiber had been conventionally used to make mats and